Here's the thing, nobody really tells relocating families. Most of them make a huge mistake before they even start touring homes. And it's not what you think it is. They pick a neighborhood based on what's popular online instead of how their family actually runs their life. So in this video, I want to walk you through how picking the wrong area can really mess with your San Diego experience. The one decision you need to make before you ever look at a house, the types of areas that fit different family lifestyles, how to actually narrow it down to, from there, 3 of my personal favorite picks, and the biggest mistake I see relocation families make over and over. So, all right, let's get into it. First, I have a little warning for you. Choosing the wrong area can totally change your San Diego experience, and not in a good way. Now, if you're not from here, you might picture San Diego as one big beach city. I get why, but honestly, that's not really what it is. Yes, they're beach towns, but they're also suburban, master planned communities. We have inland communities, walkable urban pockets, quieter spots way far from the coast. So when families ask, Melina, what's the best neighborhood in San Diego? My honest answer is there isn't one. It really comes down to what you value the most. Let me give you a couple of examples. Say you land in Pacific Beach. You might love it, close to the beach, restaurants, totally walkable. Or you might end up super frustrated. Smaller home, harder parking, higher price than you expected. Or say you find a house in La Mesa. It checks all boxes. You might love the quiet, the space, the parks, or you might feel like you're too far away from the coast, too far from downtown. So here's the real question. Are you optimizing for schools, for your commute, for space, walkability, budget, newer construction, a bigger lot, being close to family? Which one is it? Those are answers, and those answers matter more than what's the best neighborhood list. And honestly, this is exactly where relocating families get into trouble. They see one area pop up online over and over and assume that must be the answer. Let's move there. And then they realize, wait, this just doesn't fit how we actually want to live. So let's dig into this, because it really is the first thing you need to figure out before you even start looking at houses. Before you compare a single home, decide your top 3 non-negotiables. Not 10, not 12, 3. Because almost every neighborhood in San Diego comes with a trade-off. Want to be close to the coast? You might trade off size, price, or newer construction. Want more space and a suburban feel? You're probably further inland or further north. Want walkability? Maybe less yard, more parking. Want top schools? More competition, higher prices in those zones. So your top 3 priorities, that's your new filter. For one family, maybe that's schools commutes and a backyard. For another, it's walkability, beach access. For another, it might be price and space, or maybe being close to family. Whatever yours are, once you know them, the search gets much easier, because now you're not asking, what did some article online say that's good for families? You're asking, what actually fits your family? Now let's talk about the types of neighborhoods that work for different family lifestyles. There are really 4 buckets here. Bucket 1, the coastal family lifestyle. This is for families who want beach access, outdoor time, restaurants, that classic San Diego feel. Think Encinitas, Carlsbad, Del Mar, Solana Beach, the North County coastal pockets. The upside is obvious: coastal weather, beach access, outdoor lifestyle, a real sense of place. The trade-off is cost. These are a bit more expensive areas. Sometimes you have a smaller home or also an older home. Great fit if you value lifestyle and location over square footage. Bucket number 2, the suburban family lifestyle. This is schools, parks, sports, community events, more space, a quieter residential feel. Think Carmel Valley, Rancho Penasquitas, Poway, Scripps Ranch, Chula Vista, Eastlake. For families who want structure and convenience, planned neighborhoods, parks, trails, sports. The trade-off, some of these areas are competitive and commute times really vary depending on where you work. Bucket 3, value and space. This is for families trying to get more home for the money while staying in San Diego County. Parts of Escondido, Vista, Oceanside, La Mesa, Santee, Spring Valley, or other inland spots. Upsides are more bedrooms, more parking, and extra yard. Trade-offs, you really need to dig into your commute times. And also, how far is your grocery store, your entertainment, and so forth. Bucket 4, downtowns. The upside of the metro area. Close to restaurants, local businesses, events, the energy of central San Diego. Trade-offs, older homes, smaller lots, tighter parking. So instead of asking which ones are the best, which category actually fits my family, that question alone will narrow your search faster than any top 10 list ever could. By the way, if this is helpful so far, go ahead and hit subscribe button. I cover San Diego relocation, neighborhoods, and real estate guidance to help families make smarter decisions before they move here. And I give free neighborhood overviews. And hey, if you're planning a move and you're not sure which area fits your family, definitely reach out. We can go over that together. We can compare areas based on your budget, lifestyle, commutes, schools, basically what day-to-day life would actually feel like here. So once you know your category, here's how you actually narrow it down to a real neighborhood. Don't stop at the city name. San Diego is extremely neighborhood specific. Oceanside, for example, has totally different pockets. Same with Chula Vista, Escondido, La Mesa, Carlsbad, Poway, San Marcos. All of them have micro areas that can feel completely different from each other even. So instead of asking, should we live in Carlsbad or Poway, ask yourself, what would our normal week actually look like? Drive the areas at different times and check out the school boundaries directly. Don't just guess. Test the commutes during real traffic, not a Sunday afternoon. Look at the groceries, the parks, the sports fields, daycare, after-school options. How far are you really going to be from the places that you want to go to? And going coastal, make sure the lifestyle is worth the trade-off in space and price. Going suburban, make sure the commute and daily routine actually works. Pay close attention to that specific pocket. Going central and walkable, double check the parking, the schools, the older homes. Because the neighborhood can look perfectly online and feel completely different once you're actually living your regular Tuesday there. Now, I bet at this point, some of you are like, Melina, just tell me the answer. Give me some actual neighborhoods to start with. Fair enough. If I had to narrow it down to 3, I'd start with Poway, Carmel Valley, and Carlsbad. And again, not to beat a dead horse here, the best neighborhood is still the one that fits you. But these are just strong starting points that tend to check a lot of boxes for you. Poway is my pick if you're serious about schools, space, sports, and a quieter suburban feel. Poway Unified runs 40 schools across the community, like Poway, Rancho Penasquitas, Forest Ranch, Del Sur, Rancho Bernardo, Carmel Mountain Ranch, and Sabre Springs. So boundaries really matter here. If schools are a top priority for you, this whole area deserves a close look. Carmel Valley is honestly one of the strongest all-around picks for relocation families. Newer feeling, neighborhoods, parks, strong schools, coastal access, and it's close to major job centers. UTC, Sorrento Valley, Torrey Pines. The trade-off is price. But if it fits your budget, this might check more boxes than anywhere else on the list. Carlsbad is my coastal pick. Beach access, parks, shopping, more of a suburban feel than some of the smaller beach towns. Great if you want that San Diego lifestyle without it feeling too urban. Trade-off is commute, especially if you're working downtown or in UTC or even further south. So if you're feeling a little lost, Poway for schools and space, Carmel Valley for the best all-around fit, Carlsbad for coastal living. Just verify the commutes and school boundaries before you fall in love with a specific house here. Now, everything I've said so far has really been building to this. The biggest mistake I see families make when relocating to San Diego. They treat the home and the home search and the neighborhood search like they're the same decision, and they're not. A house can check every box online: bedrooms, yard, kitchen, price, square footage, all there. But if the daily life around the house doesn't work, the home is never going to feel right for you. This is exactly where families get stuck. They fall in love with the property first, and then they try to talk themselves into the location. The commute will be fine, the school thing will work out, we won't mind being further from the coast or family or work or whatever. But here's the truth. The neighborhood is going to shape your day-to-day life far more than the floor plan of the home ever will. So before you fall for the house, focus on the routine. How far are you really from the school, from work, groceries, childcare? What does your weekend actually look like? Will this still feel right 6 months after the excitement wears off? Because in San Diego, the right home in the wrong area is still the wrong decision. Quick recap: the best area for your family probably isn't the one everyone online keeps recommending. Choosing the wrong area can completely change your San Diego experience. The first move is locking in your top 3 non-negotiables. Next comes budget, commute, and schools, of course, your daily routine. Once you've got those pieces, the decision gets a whole lot easier. If this was helpful, go ahead and subscribe. I share San Diego relocation neighborhood updates and real estate guides every week. And if you're thinking about a move and want to help narrowing down the right area, reach out for a neighborhood consultation. Happy to walk you through, and we can talk about your budget, commute, lifestyle priorities, all of it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.